Good morning, mathematicians. Mr. Regan here with your math lesson with Miss Yuka.
Good morning, mathematicians.
Hi, everybody. For your learning objective today, we have I can compare two three-digit numbers using the symbols greater than, less than, and equal to. Your language objective is I can orally explain, compare numbers using blank is greater than or less than or equal to blank. Here we go. We're going to continue with the same vocabulary words. The greater than, remember that greater than sign is, here we go, like 5 is greater than 3. So the greater than sign is facing toward the 5, right? Because 5 is greater than 3. Less than, the 3 is circled, and 3 is less than the number 5. Same thing with the word equal. Remember, that is an expression that balances the scale because they are equal. So both sides are going to be the same, having the same value. It's very important. Here we have a little number talk. So, Miss Yuka, yeah, what do we notice? What do you wonder?
Well, I noticed that there are many flowers in a vase.
Yeah, I noticed that also. I see three different vases here, actually. And it seems like they have different amount of flowers in each one. Maybe the silver vase has larger flowers, and the white vase has more flowers, and the small little vase has 2 flowers.
I
Yeah.
wonder what kind of flowers they are.
I wonder how many altogether.
I wonder that too.
Remember that you can pause this video at any time. You can talk to mom and dad, your brother, and think about, what do you notice? What do you wonder about the flowers? Interesting. So pretty too. Makes me want to buy flowers for Mrs. Regan. And here we go. So Miss Yuka, I have a little warm-up problem for you.
Okay.
And it says a flower farm grew 529 tulips. The farm sold 100 tulips on Sunday. How many tulips were left on the farm?
Okay, so they were 529 tulips to begin with. And then you said that farm sold 100 tulips. Okay, let me show that. So I might cross it out. I might cross out my 100. So how many are left? Well, I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 400, 10, 20, 29. So 429 tulips are left.
Nice thinking, Miss Yuka. Here's the second part of this problem for you. On Monday, the farm sold 10 tulips. So the next day, they sold 10 more. How many tulips were left on the farm?
I might cross out the 10 because they sold 10. So let me try this again. All right, this is what I have now. So I'm going to count my hundreds. 1, 2, 400. Ooh, now I only have 10 and I still have my 9. So 400, 10 plus 9, 19 tulips left on Monday.
Nice job. I think, and using your base 10 blocks makes it really easy to solve this problem and really nice to see.
Thank you.
Let's continue.
All right, let's move on. We have another warm-up for you. And this time, Mr. Regan's going to solve it. I'm going to read the problem for you. In a class, there are 18 students. What is the total number of fingers of the students?
Let's see, Miss Yuka. So if it was, there's 18 students. So I'm going to start with that, and I'm going to start with that number. And I'm assuming everybody has 10 fingers, right? So we all have 10 fingers. So I could think of that as maybe even unit form. I could think of it as 18 tens.
Good strategy.
And let's see, and I could count 18 tens. We could say 10, we could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tens, right? And I know that 10 tens already, that makes 100, and that's 10. So I still have 8 more tens, because I do know that 18 is 10 and 8 broken up. So then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tens. And I know that this number is 80. So then if I combine them together, 100 plus 80, So my total, Miss Yuka, is 180.
Wow,
180.
that's a lot of fingers for 18 students. Wow, great job using your place value to solve that problem.
That's a fun one. Remember to share your answer too. Remember to pause the video and continue. And what did you get? Here we go.
All right, so today we're gonna really focus on explaining our thinking. We kind of did this, yes, at our previous math lesson, but today we're gonna really think about how you can explain if a number is greater than or less than. So I might say something like, I know 72 is greater than 50 because 72 has more tens than 50. Or I could say 72 has 7 tens, but 50 has 0 tens. Okay, so that's how you can explain your thinking for greater than or less than. So today we would like you to practice explaining your thinking that way. And we're going to model for you.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Regan, I have two problems for you. I'm going to read the problem for you and tell me if you think they are true. And friends online, you can also follow this along. So here we go. Are you ready? Do you have something to write with? Okay. The first one, I have 56 is greater than 39. Do you think this is true? How do you know?
Okay, 56 and 39, did you say that was?
Yep.
56 is
greater than 39. Do you think that is true? How do you know?
Let's see. So 56, I know if I was going to model that, that would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 56. And we said greater than 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think that would be correct because here has 5 tens and that's greater than 3 tens. So yes, I think that is correct.
Great job explaining, Mr. Regan. I have another problem for you. And the second problem is 350 is less than 120. Do you think this sentence is true? How do you know?
So 350 is less than 120. Let's see. Okay, if I was going to do that on my board, okay, that would be 350, and we said 120, and you said that was less than. That's going to be kind of tricky. I'm not really sure, but let's just model it just to make sure. So we had hundreds. We had 3 big hundreds, 5 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I like that there's no ones there. That makes it easier. We have 100 and 1, 2, 2 tens. I don't think that's correct, Miss Yuka.
Why? Why do you think so?
I think it's the other way because we have, these are our hundreds, and I counted 1, 2, 3 hundreds, and I know that that's going to be more than this little 100 on this side. So I think 300, 350, I forgot a 10 there, Miss Yuka. There we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, right? So I think that 350 is greater than 120 because it has the value. Remember, that value is really important. The value of the hundreds is 300 there. That value of the 3 is 300. So that's going to be greater.
Good job. Well done, Mr. Regan, explaining.
That was a tricky one. I thought you were going to catch me there. All right, let's look at another practice.
Okay. So we have this problem. There are 2 problems, well, 2 numbers, and you have to figure out whether one number is greater than or less than or equal to, and you're going to use the symbol but then you need to explain. So I'm going to do this one. Mr. Regan, can you read the problem for me?
Yes, this one says, Miss Yuka, you're going to model the numbers using base 10 blocks or place value this. If you do want to use place value, you can do that. You're going to use the symbol greater than, less than, or equal to complete the sentence. So here we go. So you have 3 hundreds, 2 tens, and 5 ones. Is that greater than, less than, or equal to 694? Okay.
Okay, so I have it. So 3 hundreds, 2 tens, and 5 ones. When I model that, 325, I have 325. And the other number on the other side was 694, standard form. I'm going to model it using place value or base 10 blocks. So I have 6 hundreds, 9 tens, and 4 ones. So when I compare these two numbers, I can see that 694 has 600s, whereas 325 only has 300s. So I think, I'm gonna write a big one there. I would say I'm gonna read it now. 325 is less than 694.
Nice job.
Okay.
That's really easy and clear to understand.
Now your turn, and friends online, you guys are going to try this. Okay, you ready? You're going to practice together with Mr. Regan. I'm going to read the problem for you. So I have 2 cards. You're going to compare these numbers. On one side, you have 7 hundreds, 6 tens, and 1 1. So you got to figure out the number first, right? There's a unit form there. You're going to build that number, 7 hundreds, 6 tens, and 1 1. On the other side, you have the expanded form, 700 plus 80 plus 6. So while Mr. Regan works on this, you can also work and come back when you are done to compare. All right, here we go.
All right, welcome back, boys and girls. So Miss Yuka gave me a problem, and she said, what did you think? Did you think that 700, 6 tens, and 1 1 was greater than, less than, or equal to 786? So what am I going to do right now? I think I'm going to try to model it using my base 10 blocks. So I had 700s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I had 6 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hope you guys can see that there. And I got one little 1 right there. Okay. So I counted 700s, 6 tens, and 1 1. Here, same thing. I'm going to have 700s, 1, 2, 3. I'm running out of room. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I already noticed. Here I'm going to have. It is so much easier when you're drawing it out, Miss. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And here I have 6 ones, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Already, I'm going to say that, there we go. I found that in this number, so this number on this side is greater. So 700s, 6 tens, and 1 1 is less than 786, because, Miss Yuka, I noticed that there were 8 tens here in the second number. So 786 was actually more than already, because of the value in the tens place was that 80. So using my using my base 10 blocks made it really clear and really easy for me to count and to see which number was greater and which number was less than. So 761 was less than 786. Whew.
Great job.
Made it. That was a good one, Miss Yuka.
Okay, now for your seesaw activity, you're going to do something similar. So the first part of the seesaw activity is that you are going to look at these 2 cards, 800 plus 10 plus 4, and you're going to compare it against 4 hundreds, 5 tens, 2 ones, and you probably would have to build your numbers using base 10 blocks or place value discs, and you're going to use the symbol to show which number is greater than, less than, and you're going to explain how you know which number is greater than, less than, or equal to. So that is your first part of Seesaw activity.
Yep.
And Mr. Regan's going to tell you the fun activity for the second part of your Seesaw.
Great. Remember, boys and girls, try to keep your recording a little bit short, keep it very quick and to the point, and explain which one was greater than, less than, equal to. And here we go. So for your second activity, you're going to be making a comparison poster. And your poster is going to be with 3-digit numbers. Your poster must show numbers with base 10 blocks. Okay? So your first example is going to be some number, a blank, some number is greater than another 3-digit number. Okay? Then you're going to show a 3-digit number is less than another 3-digit number. And then you'll have a 3-digit number that is equal to another 3-digit number. And here's an example of what we're talking about. So with your poster, and you can use, these are some apps. You have the Pieces app, right, that you can use, and you can use, this is Pick Kids, right, Miss Yuka?
Yep.
And you're gonna make your 3-digit number using your base 10 blocks, okay, that look like this. So you had a number that is greater than, you have a comparison that's less than, and you have a comparison that is equal to. Sound good, Miss Yuka?
Okay. Yes, sounds great. We can't wait to see your posters.
All right, boys.
Thank you, mathematician. Have fun.
Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.